Hello, hello, and welcome to the Hub. I'm Sam,
On that.
and today we're reviewing
Twin Peaks.
You Know It's True, The Return Part 12. I'm gonna come out and say it, I don't want to be that guy, but nothing happened, right?
Well, there was a couple of big comebacks, if you know the old show, but I'm at the point now where I'm getting more and more frustrated by Cooper not being Cooper, and he's not even in this damn episode.
Well, he was. He got a baseball dashed at him by
Yeah,
his
he
kid.
was in it for a second.
Yeah, see, I mean, for me, the kind of only big things that kind of went down, if you could list them as big things, is that I guess Sheriff Truman went over to go and see the guy at the hotel, I guess, and they discussed the key, and they was like, oh yeah, your grandkid's been going around on a mad tear, killing people and stuff like that. So that was a kind of big thing, I guess.
Raising the key, yeah, which I assume is going to take to Harry at some point. I don't think we're going to see Harry though.
No, another the other kind of really big thing, I guess, was God, I keep forgetting her name. The one with the Diane. There was a real funny bit as well that I laughed at. I found really funny, but I'll get onto that in a minute. But Diane, and I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, how much does she know in the sense that whole Las Vegas text and stuff like that? So I'm sitting here and thinking, is she aware that there's another Cooper of like because of Las Vegas? Because I mean, I guess the doppelganger must know because they're still texting, but I guess Doug is over there and they had the thing with the news report and all that stuff blowing up. So I'm sitting here and thinking to myself, is she kind of aware that there's two of them?
I don't. Well, because there was that scene. Remember there was that scene a few episodes ago. I forget which one it was in, where Gordon and I forget the other one's name. They brought her to see the evil Cooper in prison, and
Yeah.
she was like, "That's not him." So is that a show? Like, did she always know that?
I don't know.
Yeah, me either.
I know, but yeah. So now they're kind of like, because they got the thing in there like Las Vegas. What happened in Las Vegas? So really, all they have to do is just be like, "Yo, give us all the big news reports out of Las Vegas," and then they'll stumble across this Dougie Jones stuff, and then boom, that's kind of the next piece. Whether they go along that route, but really, that was a kind of big thing. Another kind of you had the kind of unhinged lady in the shop with the jerkin. I was like that.
That's Laura Palmer's mum.
Yeah, I thought so. You kind of had. I thought the shop people were a bit rude. The blonde girl.
Yeah, but I think it was a reaction you probably have. I noticed the one I'd have. It's like, what do you do? It's like,
She
do you
was
call
proper
an
pulling faces and stuff like that. I was like, calm down, you know what I
What
mean?
would you do if this lady was going mental in front of you, though?
Yeah, but she kind of, I don't know.
You're
But
doing
I
weird.
wonder, I felt she was being a little like, um, unprofessional. That was my thoughts on that.
Unprofessional. She's a teenage girl working at a checkout.
Yeah, but come on, have some decorum. So yeah,
I was laughing at her face.
you had that. One real funny moment for me. I guess it's got to be. I don't want to be rude and label her, the French woman, as like a hooker or whatever, or escort, to put it kindly. But her, when like he was like, um, can you like give us a couple of minutes and I'll ring you down later? And she literally took about half hour to leave the
Oh
room.
yeah, he went full Lynch in this episode. He did it a couple of times where he just messes with like time concessions, just drags it on and on and on.
I thought that was great. I thought that was really funny. I don't know why, but it was just real good. And then you
To
just
me,
got
it was one of those things that was funny, and then it became absolutely infuriating, and then it dragged on so long it became funny again.
for Albert, I guess, because you could tell Albert. It kept flicking to him, and it was just like, You know
Mhm.
what I mean? But yeah, that was jokes. It is funny as well because I don't know what he was talking to her about, like before the kind of knock on the door. But it was like waffling along, and she was like proper into it and stuff like that. Whether that's because he tipped her or whatever he was talking about was actually interesting. But I'm kind of intrigued. I'd like to see more of her. But yeah, that was a real good moment. You've got the guy in the forest is still kind of going about and stuff like that. It is kind of still in the wilderness, I guess.
Oh, Jerry, yeah.
Yeah, I don't get what that's about because it's like he's been lost for like ever, I guess.
I suppose. I don't know where they're going. But obviously, it was always kind of weird in the old show. I guess now he's just walking around aimlessly as a sort of druggie. I don't know what the point of it is, but there it is.
Also, you kind of have um, the 3D glasses guy. He's doing his report and stuff like that. I don't really know what that's about either.
What guy's that?
What?
3D glasses guy who we talking
Yeah,
about?
you know the radio guy.
Oh, with the shovels and
Yeah. They
yeah,
kind
I
of
got it.
redid that again, and I was kind of thinking what the kind of relevance of that was. Um, yeah, we're also like my kind of issue is that like these guys are meant to be like they made this big deal about the day after tomorrow and stuff like that. We have to go to these coordinates and stuff like that. But like for the past two episodes, they haven't really done anything because you see Hawk going to go see Laura Palmer's mum and stuff like that. He's a terrible police officer because he hears that stuff in the kitchen and stuff like that, and then she's just like, "Oh, it's just someone in my kitchen," and it's like, "Oh, okay then," and walks off. You know what I mean? Why
Hmm.
wouldn't he just be like, "Look, can I come in?" You know what I mean? I think he's got the authority to kind of like go in there. You know what I mean? But he didn't kind of do
No,
it. So
you can't just go in. You got to have a search warrant.
um, not in America, you don't.
I'm pretty sure you do. You can't just walk in the door.
Over here you have to have a search warrant and stuff like that. But in America, I think you can just kind of, if there's like, you know what I mean?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
You've got to have real, like, probable cause.
Yeah, I'll be like, look, come on, man. She was all over the place this morning. You're hearing things rattle about. Why won't you'd think he'd at least ask? It's like, oh, can I just step in for a
Maybe.
minute? You know what I mean? But he didn't really do that. So I was like, oh, okay then. So I'm sitting there thinking, why are they kind of messing about and stuff like that? Ain't they meant to be doing something big? You know what I mean? So the kind of supernatural elements of the stuff they kind of loud off.
But in a way, like she's supernatural, and she's in the old show. She used to have like visions and whatnot. I guess that's kind of what they're touching on. Like her visions are coming back, or something's going on there.
with the turkey jerky.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a big clue. Yeah, and then you also add, I don't know who the characters are, but you know the guy with the glasses and is sitting there, and she's like, I guess they've lost someone.
Ah, right. Okay, that's Audrey. That's the big return. She is the daughter of Ben, the guy in the hotel, and I assume she's the mother of the guy that ran over the kid.
Oh,
She used to have a thing for Cooper.
yeah, because I know the guy with the glasses, I know is like the go-to guy in the Blacklist, so I kind of recognised the actor and stuff like that, but apart from that I didn't really know what was going on. That went on too long as well, because he was having a phone conversation with like whoever, and like, you know, there's tension there, so yeah, I didn't really know or care
and
what that was about.
we don't know who it is they're talking about. Billy, whoever the hell Billy is. Maybe we do know Billy. I don't know. I'll tell you what confused me was like, who were those people at the end? They keep on doing this. Like at the end of every episode, these new random people pop up.
Yeah. I know, it's kind of interesting that we've never kind of gone back to New York and that apartment in the glass box or something like that. But yeah, I didn't really get that either. There was like some guy and he was going on about how there was an incident on the highway and we never actually see that, and he's like running his mouth and then he like goes over and gets the beer and stuff like that. This was a full episode, I guess, in the sense that there wasn't the 5 minute music bit at the end. It was only just like, you know, rolled over the credits. So I guess this was like a chock full episode. Trying to think what else happened. You had Cooper and his kid, and then they went out to play catch, and he just dashed the ball at him, and that was it. So yeah, I mean, logically you'd think this whole Las Vegas stuff, they'd look more into that and find the other Cooper. You had Tim Roth do his assassination for the evil Cooper, so they kind of got that. I guess it's kind of like, I think it was like the warden.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Was he the warden guy that evil Cooper was talking? Okay.
So now that kind of loose end is all tied up and that's sorted out. So yeah, that's kind of, I guess, all the episode. It's interesting with this show that they like make a big point or something, then they literally forget it for like 2 or 3 episodes, sometimes even like 10 episodes. You know what I mean? And they kind of, you know. I imagine the finale is going to be good. I imagine the finale is going to be really good because it's one of them things that it just forgets, or kind of does start something, then forgets about it, and then kind of comes back to it like a ton of episodes later. So I imagine when it comes to finale, it's going to be real satisfying.
I'm still enjoying it, but I've got to say, as I'm working my way through the old Twin Peaks to try and understand a lot of the show, I'm about a third of the way through the second season now. The fact that Cooper isn't Cooper is the most changed thing there is, because in the old, dude never shuts up. He's always, not in a bad way, but he's always banging on. He's got his weird theory, he's got his coffee thing, and now he's just some mindless drone. It's like a very different show without him doing what he does. So
maybe that's the point.
I must be, especially if they dragged it on so long.
Maybe they're letting all the other characters kind of stand on their own 2 feet. Maybe it's because it was a lot about. Maybe it's more about the town now, as it were, instead of everything else. Maybe they've already got like another season planned and stuff like that, and they're thinking, right, we'll get him together, and then it's going to start like another thing. Because really, there's only some ways. Yeah, it's a booky kind of town and stuff like that, but like really, I mean, even with the Laura Palmer thing, you know what I mean. There's only so much you could have gone with that, which is why when it kind of got revealed, it was kind of like pointless there on in. So I guess maybe they're trying to like not repeat that mistake again by kind of making about a lot of things. Now you've got all these anomalies and stuff like that. It's one of them things where it'd be like, I imagine it to be like in the season finale, like something that happens in like The Flash or Arrow or something like that, or Smallville, like some big thing will happen in the finale, so now there's like tons of different like loose ends and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, maybe the two realities will collide, and then you've got a bunch of things going on, and then like, oh, now there's like 100 things we have to do, so it's not just focused on one thing.
Yeah, it seems like Lynch just doesn't want to wrap anything up. Like, famously, like, he never really wanted to reveal the Laura Palmer thing. He didn't want to do it. He had to because people got mad at the end of the first season, and it's the same with like Fire Walk with Me, wasn't it? You know, people all wanted to know what happened to Cooper, and he makes a prequel instead. So he's just doing what he's doing, I suppose.
He probably got himself a good deal. It's like, look, I want to flex, but I don't want no pressure. So yeah, so you're saying that the whole they wanted stuff with thing, and then he did a prequel. You're one of them people. You're one of them people that would probably pressurise him into like, who killed Laura Palmer? Because you're getting mad because it's still Dougie and it's not Agent Cooper yet. So you're one of those guys.
Absolutely.
You ruined season 2. Subliminally, you did it. Don't matter, you still did it. You're having them thoughts now. So yeah, there's no alternate reality stuff, none of that, so I guess it'll be heavy next episode, or maybe not. You know, you never can tell. So yeah, let's talk numbers.
I'll give it a 7.5. I thought it was okay. I've kind of enjoyed it. It was very lynchy, but yeah, it was alright.
I'll probably give it the same. I probably would have given it like a 7 and stuff like that, because it was like, it was like an easy viewing episode. You know what I mean? There were bits and pieces, but there's nothing too complicated to it. I gave it the extra 5 points purely because of that hotel scene with David Lynch and the French Broad, because that was great. I thought that was really good. I really did. So yeah, I'm Sam.
I'm Matt.
And we'll see you next week for more reviewing of Twin Peaks. Holla.